and they can feel that you're not impressed. They can sense that their usual tactics for establishing superiority aren't working on you. They try to impress you, and you remain neutral. They try to establish themselves as above you, and you don't buy into the hierarchy, not because you're trying to deflate them, but because you simply see them accurately. You see a person with a grandiose false self covering massive insecurity. You see the performance, not the specialness. And this triggers their deepest terror, the terror that they're not actually special, that they're ordinary, that they're just like everyone else, that everything they've built their identity on is a lie.
For most people, being ordinary is acceptable, even comfortable, but for narcissists, ordinariness is equivalent to worthlessness. If they're not special, if they're not superior, then in their distorted worldview, they're nothing.
So when your presence threatens that specialness, when your mirror reflects ordinariness rather than grandiosity, they experience it as an existential threat, as if you're trying to annihilate them rather than just seeing them accurately. And they recoil. They need to get away from you before the truth of their ordinariness becomes too obvious, before their grandiose self-image crumbles under the weight of your accurate perception. If narcissists seem threatened by you, even though you haven't challenged them, if they need to re-establish their superiority in your presence, if they avoid you after you fail to be impressed, it's because your perception is reflecting their ordinariness. And ordinariness, to them, is intolerable. Here's the fifth reason narcissists recoil. Your energy demands authenticity, and authenticity is something narcissists fundamentally cannot provide. Heyoka energy creates a field where pretending becomes difficult, where masks slip, where people feel compelled to be real. This happens automatically, not because you're demanding it consciously, but because your frequency doesn't support false presentation. When authentic people encounter your energy, they relax. They feel safe to drop their masks. They feel permission to be real. Your presence is restful for them because they don't have to perform. But when narcissists encounter your energy, they feel the opposite. They feel pressure to be authentic, and authenticity is the one thing they cannot provide, because they have no authentic self to present. They've been performing for so long, they've lost touch with anything real underneath the performance.
So your energy creates an impossible situation for them. Your presence demands authenticity, but they only have performance. Your frequency calls for truth, but they only have lies.